All right, guys, what's up? No Prep Kings, we're here. We got a bunch of fans, we got a bunch of kids. This is a badass race. The reason we love this stuff is because the parents come out, the kids come out, they enjoy the car. Hopefully they stay around. We got a couple kids here. They can sit in actually the car and see what our new reveal, our new build. They'll sit in the car. They'll get to enjoy this race. A lot of times we go out there, you go to NHRA, you go to a bunch of stuff, and you never get to enjoy the stuff. But when you enjoy it with the kids, you enjoy it with the families, it brings up a new generation. There's no lines here. There's nothing that we do. We just enjoy the TV time, but we also enjoy the families coming out here and watching this. Check out the new car. It's coming up right now.
It's a new car.
It's a 2020.
It's a 2020.
So it's a Tim McAmis chassis,
Okay.
which is one of the best there is out there. And then it's bodied like our favorite car. So here you go. I think we're ready to pull the cover off and
We
show
did a
you
lot of
guys.
stuff on that thing to make it right, though.
Well,
This car, there's
Let's
not
back
going to
up
be no one like it.
And pull the cover off.
We'll pull it off if Daryl's ready. Are you ready, Daryl? Are you still playing with the exhaust?
I'm ready.
All right.
What's up, buddy?
So, guys, it's a GT500, Shelby GT500. We came out here. We had a front first on it. The front basically was a Mustang GT. So we did a Mustang GT front, but Manny was like, I'm not going to settle for a GT front. He wanted a GT500. So we had to cut this thing right here. I'm not going to take all the credit. We do it in the body shop. We painted this car in the shop. We did all the work. But Shorty, he's been my mentor. He works at the shop. He's taught me how to paint. He's taught me how to do everything. We got this car painted. We got this car fiberglass. We actually cut it right here, right? It was about this far. We cut it right here and put the GT500 front on it.
He fitted the headlights.
What'd you say?
It was a challenge. You know, they give you these one-piece front ends with like a little indentation, and you think, oh, I can cut that indentation out and just fit the headlight. It doesn't
wasn't
just
that
fit
easy.
like that.
Yeah.
He fit real headlights in it. I told him I want no gaps on it, real fog lights. And then we covered up the grills. Ozzie and Shorty painted the grills on here. So all these grills are painted. The theme behind this car was the Heritage Edition. It's got the coolers on the two sides, the aluminum coolers. So then we went to the level of painting the grill here with the silver background. So it looks like the factory aluminum coolers are in there. It was a lot of attention to detail. Wanted this thing to look
Well, attention
like
to detail because you wouldn't let us take a break.
I want this thing
Manny
to look
wants
like
it to
a
be
real
like
car.
this, but it doesn't just happen that way. He made Shorty and me go through a lot of nights and be stressed the hell out because Manny wants all these details, and you'll see him as we keep going.
So you look through here, there's no Zeus fasteners holding this front end on. It's a one-piece front end. All you
It's a
have
street
is
car, bro.
the quick latch fastener that comes on the factory GT500. The factory GT500, it's up here. We put it here. So you put this front end, you slide it on, you snap these two Zeus's on, or quick latches, and it's done.
I can't help but notice that you have a Steve Morris sticker on the hood.
We do have a Steve Morris
I mean-
racing engine because it's the best builder in the country. He's helped us every single time. He's not only helped us, but we depend on his motors. We can get a lot of runs out of his stuff. We got these bullhorns on because Cody's Cattle Company. What is it, Cody Cattle Company? I'm telling him about the bullhorn. Says, show your you got those miniature cows, right? They're
So we got the RC Components wheels.
I said you got that Cody Cattle
we
Company.
like-
You got the miniature cows, right?
They make
No,
some
I
of the
ain't got
nicest
it.
drag wheels you can get.
I'm just messing
You know,
with
so we got the 17-inch front runners on it, and
I'm just throwing
we got the
along with
18-inch
the
wide
Cody
rears.
Cattle Company.
If you look, one important thing for us was to make all the body lines match up good, have all the panels like factory car.
But you
Well-
told him how anal you are. Because
wanted
that
it
shit
to
just
sit
didn't
right.
happen. He says all these panels go on, make them work, make them do this, make them do that, but it just doesn't fit just right because he wants it to be like a street car. He's going to go to the back right now, and it doesn't just always go like a street car. He makes it sound like it's so easy, but it's a lot of hours and a lot of damn work at work, right? That he didn't have to. He goes home, he gets to enjoy,
Oh,
go
yeah.
out to the clubs,
Oh,
and
yeah.
go to do everything else while we're out busting our
We got
ass.
my boy Tom riding with me.
So, what is the purpose of this car?
The purpose of this car is no prep big tire. Come out here to the Invitational and No Prep Kings. I can't run the Invitational today because we haven't been a part of it like with this car. So they're going to make us run future, at 1 or 2 races, and then hopefully move us, if we can kick some ass, they'll move us to the Invitational.
Well,
We
that is amazing.
we haven't even finished installing the wing yet. We still have to put the steel plates on it.
Can you tell me a little bit about that tailpipes on the exhaust? Are
Yeah.
those factory
Again,
500?
yeah, again, I wanted
Factory exhaust.
it to look like a real car. So obviously we have the bullhorns in the front, and that's where the exhaust is coming out of. But we put the tips back here.
Why'd
just
you give that away, bro?
mostly for looks, but they're not completely just dummy. So a lot of people have the crankcase ventilation coming out of the middle of the trunk. Our crankcase ventilation is going to come out of the tailpipes. So at least there'll be something coming out of the tailpipe. So when you see it spooling on the line, you'll see some
Big
steam
exhaust.
coming out of the tailpipes.
Some type of exhaust.
That's such a small detail that HPP is the only people that think of stuff like this.
No, we got to think about it because Manny, like I said, Manny starts dreaming shit at night. While we're working at night, Manny starts thinking, oh, why can't we make it stock? Why can't we make it look stock so it looks like a street car? But it is a street car. The car's pretty street car. I know it's got a couple details that aren't, but
I got a
this
question.
Mustang,
Are you guys thinking of maybe doing NMRA events or Mod Nationals or something like that?
I mean, we might branch out to some
We-
other big tire
we
stuff,
might.
but Street Outlaws, No Prep Kings was really the main,
the driving force behind
the
it.
driving
It
force
is.
behind building
We've
this.
been doing stuff with the 405, you know, the street racing, the regular street warriors, America's List. Sam, who runs this whole event, he's been a great guy to us. He's helped us out. So really, we've decided to just go with Sam, right? I mean, he's
It goes,
Oh,
so,
yeah.
for the people that don't know
She's
at
pissed.
home, Ozzie, the person to my left, and
I'm to your right, or no,
Manny
your left, I
to
guess.
my right,
It's my right.
are brothers, correct? They work
Well,
at
we-
HPP.
As long as our mom was loyal, yeah. I think she was.
And what
He's a little bigger. He does a lot of steroids.
Sometimes I wonder if they just dropped them off at the door one day and
No, they dropped you off. I was born first, so they must have dropped that son of a bitch off at the door first.
So, what people don't know at home is Ozzie and Manny are one of the main reasons why a lot of these cars are running fast in the earlier seasons. Y'all would tune a lot of these cars, is that correct? Do you still
Yeah.
tune a lot of these cars?
We do. He helps Doc. He helps a lot of people with the 405. He's my brother. Like, he's a tuner. He's been doing great. I'm very proud of him. He does all that stuff. But it's been HPP as a shop. We got Brad, our office guy. You know, we got Vivian. We got a lot of techs like Carlton, James. There's just a bunch of people that get involved with HPP to make it work. I'm not going to take all the
it
credit.
takes the whole team.
It takes a lot.
And
Yeah.
I got to give credit to these guys, man, because the last 5 months we have been
bitched at 'em a
thrashing
lot.
on this thing. It's been 12 to 16 hours a day. Freaking me, Ken, James, Carlton, you know, everybody's been thrashing on it. So, you know, much love to them.
How long did it take you to build this car from start to finish?
7-8 months.
The whole process started in December, right before PRI.
Well,
We
we
had
crashed
just a-
the Corvette.
We had a bare chassis. Well,
we
the
had
thought,
Eric Bain.
the thought started from the Corvette,
Okay.
but
See,
then we had a bare chassis in December.
Yeah.
And Ricky Wilson helped us out with fitting some body panels on it. Took him a little,
The Wild Man
the
Wilson.
Wild Man
Ricky the
Wilson.
Wild Man Wilson. He helped us out because that Corvette Eric Bain was driving. I'm not blaming Eric Bain. We used that Corvette. We built a badass C7. It only went out, what, 2 races?
No,
went 2
it went out
races.
half season.
I don't know about a half season. Manny's giving Eric Bain a lot of credit. I'm just saying the truth. I only saw it 2 or 3 races. The car ended up crashing. I'm not blaming Eric for it, but the car did crash. Once the car crashed, we were like, you know, we went back to the Camaro. We had to regroup. We had to build this car. We got Cody to help us out. Manny decided, you know, hey, let's build a new car and let's get it ready for the races. We are Mustang guys at heart, so we got rid of the Camaro, kind of, not yet, but we're about to sell it. But, you know, we decided let's build this.
So, Manny, tell me about those tail lights. Are those factory?
They're real. They're smoked. They're not the factory ones, but they're smoked. But they are real functioning tail lights. Everything on this car was built for a reason with the functioning in mind. The headlights work. The tail lights work. The fog lights work.
So, can you show me the interior real quick?
Yeah, let's check it out.
Let's go check it out.
Show it to you, but it's a secret, bro.
So you come around, and if you look in here, you can see that transmission is probably less than a foot away from the driver's foot.
In a second, yeah.
We kind of care
In one
about our
second, we'll
drivers.
pull it off.
And so when you have something like that, you have to have a lot of faith in who's building your transmission. So of course we go to Rossler. We've had Rosslers in all of our cars. Knock on wood, we haven't had one break yet.
Yeah.
We've put hundreds of passes on the Camaro with the Rossler transmission, and all we've done is change the fluid every 50, 60 runs. You hear some of these guys changing their fluid like every 5 runs, and he tells us, 40, 50 passes is fine. And sure shit, it has been. We put hundreds of passes on it, never have a problem. Then the next important thing is what's inside that, inside the bell housing. If that torque converter has a problem and comes apart, your driver's gonna be in the world of hurt. So we got a Pro Torque converter. Been using them for 15 plus years, never had a problem with them. You call Joe, you tell him this is what I need. Chances are he's gonna get it right the first time. If he doesn't, he'll send you an adjustment right then, and it's gonna be money.
You got a lot of faith in that, don't you?
I got all the faith in the world in Pro Torque, and then the flywheel in there,
That's all I
Bonafonte.
get
Same guy that builds the clutches and everything for the top fuel cars. Guy knows how to hold power. So we needed the best stuff right there. If you've seen a couple videos, a couple of these guys have had drive shafts break, and Ryan had a piece of metal go through his roof right next to his hand. So right there, we got the best components you could possibly put in it.
Are you thinking of putting a transmission like tonneau cover on it?
Well, it depends on the budget. We've had a lot of help from Cody and the cattle company, Cody's cattle company and stuff. We had a lot of help, but sometimes, we hate going back to him and asking him for more stuff. So for now, Manny's going to take a gamble with his, right leg? So we'll figure it out.
I don't know about
there.
Manny, but
Huh?
So you're telling me you built this car in roughly 6 months?
6 months and
6
a low
months.
budget.
we haven't even finished
We have
building
to
it.
work our ass off for it.
We're still building it here at the track.
We're building it right now.
We haven't gotten to test it yet, so we'll see what it does out
But
here.
You forced us to take it out of the trailer and show it to you right now. So,
I got to do it for the culture.
well,
So of course we got a fuel tech,
we're not done.
because that's the best ECU there is.
Fuel tech.
And it has all the functions built into it, all your data logging, all your sensors, everything is in one system.
Is it twin or turbo? Twin or?
We're gonna show you the engine
Come
right
around
now.
the front. And
Hey, you guys want to pull the engine off? So we'll pull this
Let
off
'em
so you guys can see
come around
what
the
that
front.
badass Steve Morrison motor looks like. I know a lot of guys use Pro Lines. We use Steve Morrison. He's a badass. He's taken care of us forever. His motors last. They get it done. We got James and Daryl here. Hopefully they know how to take it off.
see how that front end comes off,
Yes,
no
they do.
Zeus's.
And there's the motor. So what? It starts with a Hartz turbo. Is the power plant.
Hart's 140 millimeter turbo. This thing's a beast. Like when you see this thing next to a normal size turbo, it gives you an understanding of like what a beast this thing is. Not
Right.
very many turbos have a 5-inch discharge, 7-inch inlet, and 6-inch downpipe.
My wife's Porsche does. It's
Like,
got turbo that
no,
big.
I don't think so. Like her whole motor is like
yeah,
that.
bro, chill out.
So you got a 5-inch charge pipe, downpipe comes out 6 inches, splits into 2 5s. So when you want to control this beast, you need to have good control. Turbo Smart electric wastegates, latest technology. A lot of people were scared of them, including myself when I first heard about it. I didn't know what it was going to take
Yeah, but
to
those suckers,
to manage them. But Fuel Tech did the work with Turbo Smart together, and they made it the simplest it could be for the end user. Like I literally go into the computer and tell it I want to launch on 15 pounds, and it makes 15 pounds. And I want to make this much through the curve, and it makes that through the curve. You lay your target and your actual boost, and they're right on top of each other. It makes exactly what you asked for. It's the easiest thing. It's the best thing that ever happened to a turbo car. Before, you would have to figure out how much
extra wastegates and
CO2
shit.
you have to put on top of the gate to equal X amount of boost. And as you start raising boost, that CO2 becomes higher and higher. In this case, you don't have to do any of that. You just tell it, I want 40 pounds, and it makes 40 pounds. I want
Remember
50
we were talking
pounds.
about Daddy Dave? We were talking to Daddy Dave the other day about it. Remember he was talking about the CO2, the nitrous, all the stuff he's got to use. But if you go with the Turbo Smart stuff, you were explaining to him exactly what you tell it, it's within a point.
Yep.
It's the most consistent thing you can get right now.
So how big is that turbo?
140 millimeter.
140.
It's
So
small.
then we've had situations in the past where we have cars that do wheelies, and we like to make the cars versatile. Sometimes we run these cars on the track, sometimes we run them on the street. And then we didn't know what the car was going to do. So we made these flanges. They're 100% square. You can rotate this bullhorn from straight up to help keep the front end down. If you're not having wheelie problems, you can rotate it backwards to just get thrust to hopefully push you down. If we decide to run on the street, we need more traction, we can rotate it straight down to give the front end some lift.
I'm loving that
These?
So again, it goes back to like the goofy details. This is the fuel cell. Now, to me, to have
That
the
was
fuel
made at the
cell
shop,
there,
though.
we built this fuel cell. To have the fuel cell there and then nothing here looks odd to me. So we built the mirror image of it to be the crankcase ventilation. Well, we did the exhaust tips and we wanted the crankcase ventilation to go through there. So the crankcase vents into here, out of here into the frame, through the frame to the back, and then to the tailpipes.
Gotta be Steve Morris.
With the hearts, yeah.
With the hearts.
Then
with the hearts.
What's the goal, guys? What? Is this replacing the small tire 95-ish?
No, it's replacing the Camaro we used to have. I know you guys watched the Corvette that got crashed. Eric Bain was driving the Camaro. We got a new driver, and we're gonna have a new driver drive this. The reason we got rid of the Camaro, we're talking about getting rid of weight. We're talking about making a better chassis. So we got a better chassis, better weight. We stuck with the Hartz turbo. We stuck with the Steve Morris stuff. The driver is gonna be a surprise in a second, but the car is also what, 300 pounds lighter?
about 300 pounds lighter than the Camaro.
So it should be competitive.
When we're building all this, you know, we need all the best components that we trust that are not going to crack, because you put these things through punishment. You got stainless steel headers and stuff that will get 1500 degrees in a pass, and then you bring it back and you cool it down as fast as you can, which stainless steel doesn't like, and then you go out and make another pass and heat it up to 1500 degrees again. So when it comes to getting the materials, we went with Vibrant. We've used them on the Corvette, the Camaro, Monza's car, everybody, like, and we've had no problems with it. So of course we stick with what we know that works good and we don't have problems with. So it's all Vibrant stainless steel, Vibrant aluminum, Vibrant. So this is aluminum on the exhaust, and their aluminum will handle the downpipes. We got their clamp, Turbo Smart blow-off valves, AFIS injectors, which is never had a problem with them. Of course, a Steve Morris motor, which is the best you got.
So what's the end goal, guys? Why this? What are you trying to accomplish?
Well, we decided to start over, start new thing, try to get into No Prep Kings, make sure we run in the Invitational and do our stuff. But a lot of people were asking, so who's going to drive the car? We're trying to find a driver. And a lot of people said Kamikaze should drive it, Doc should drive it. Pretty much everybody, this guy should drive it, this guy should drive this guy should drive that. But we've been doing that for a lot of years. We keep using people, we keep using stuff, and I'm not downgrading those drivers at all. They've done a good job, but as HPP, we wanted to, you know, just step forward and just do our own thing. So we decided we're gonna get a new driver. You wanna go get the driver? He's gonna go get the driver. When we get the driver,
I was gonna send my application.
well, why didn't you send your application? We got a lot of applications, and we were trying to figure it out how we were gonna do this. But
Shit.
I got a felony, so I didn't want to put it on prior history.
well, most of our employees have felonies, so that's all right. I'm just kidding. I'm only kidding.
was gonna
But
put my
no,
fire
it
suit
doesn't
and
even
helmet on.
matter in any of that. So, you know, we could either go with every single driver we ever wanted. We could try to do this. We could try to do that. But we've been in the racing scene for a long time. So we decided, like, what should we do? You know, should we pick this guy, pick that guy? And we didn't know if it was going to make a huge difference, you know, because I've been driving for a long time. Manny's been driving for a long time. These guys have been driving for a long time. I wanted to drive the car, but I don't have the budget for it. So that was out of the question, although I spank all these sons of bitches. But anyway, we'll still go with them. I brought the driver out here so you guys can check out the driver.
Oh my God!
How are you?
Who do we have here? Introduce yourself.
Back in the
Oh,
saddle
yeah.
again. Big coach. Here we
So-
go.
We put Manny in.
Oh, yeah.
I started thinking, we let Manny drive. He's cut badass lights. He's done a great job. We went out there and tested. All his lights have been really badass on the tree. He's knocked them down. He's consistent. He doesn't red light. And we're like, why do we keep using other people when we could use ourselves? So we brought him out. How do you feel in the car when you tested a couple weeks ago?
I've made 3 passes so far. It's a handful. I honestly haven't been in a fast car. When I say a fast car, I'm talking like a 4-second car. The last time I was in a 4-second car was when Eric bought his white Mustang. I made the first 2 passes in it. Since then, I really haven't been in a fast car.
Have you driven a big tire car?
Never.
This was the first one. We did it
My
a couple
first
weeks
pass
ago.
is there. So, and then my thing is cutting a good light. It drives me crazy when I see a time slip and there's a bad reaction time. So I mess with my guys at the shop, and they're like, all right, we'll see how you do when you get in the car. And so first pass, I get in there and, you know, talk myself a little bit and, you know, be ready for anything to happen. And then pull into the first bulb, bump into the second bulb, and then it was like silence, just me and the light. And I'm holding the trans brake, and for a brief second, I forgot what that trans brake is holding. And when that light came on, I let it go. I was like, holy shit. And
So we had to go to Walmart, get him new underwear.
This thing is pissed. It's totally different animal than anything I've ever driven, but I'm ready, and we'll see what she's gonna do. I got my race quip suit, race quip helmet, and we're ready.
For the people at home watching, please follow Ozzie and Manny at HPP.
I'm boosted. Nice to meet you.
Hell yeah, we got my man here.
What's up?
What's up, bro?
We got a new driver over here,
I'm
bro.
about to say, who are you? Where's the laptop? Who has the laptop now?
Double duty.
Yeah, so you're gonna drive it into the same time?
Yeah.
Like the little mount inside the car,
Yeah.
or you can just like.
I can change shit right on the line.
Yeah,
So if
yeah.
you're up there and you see something sketchy, just let me know.
Let me know and you reach over and do
Arch
it.
off the light real quick so we don't red light.
Thanks, bro.
Dude, great job.
Thanks,
You like
I
bro.
love it. I
You
love
see
it.
the front?
Means a lot, man.
I'm gonna check out the front real quick.
Check
That's
out the
why I came over and
front,
said,
bro.
I didn't want to really talk to you. I can't look at the front. Good job, man. I love
Thanks, man.
What do you think, bro? GT500.
Where people at home can follow this amazing car, follow the
Yeah.
amazing people at HPP.
So HPP Racing Facebook, HPP Racing Instagram.
We had to
I
cut.
think we're doing a
We had to
TikTok
cut
now.
this shit off here.
And then
we
YouTube,
cut it
HPP
off.
Racing YouTube.
And then
We
had
need the
to,
followers.
you
If
buy
you
the
can,
GT500
follow,
bucks that we put on the
like
cars with
it,
the fiberglass in it.
share it.
I didn't do the
It
fiberglass.
helps us
Shorty
out,
helped me
helps us
out a
getting
lot.
to these
He's
races.
been painting with me, and he's been.
And then
working
after
at
all
my
this
shop.
happy
Yeah,
time,
he's helped. That's supposed to be
There's
the
one sad
heritage
thing
color,
that
you know, the
is
paint code for the
kind of
heritage.
wearing
back
on me
in the
today.
60s.
showed up to the track today.
Yeah, it's a retro color,
Probably
but
the happiest
when we
person
first
on the
painted,
property when I
Manny was
showed
crying
up, you know,
about
to
it.
reveal
so
our
we
brand
added
new
like
car
a little
and
silver,
new driver
we added,
and everything.
Like 4 grams of silver.
And I was greeted
for
with some
every
terrible
100
news.
grams of, you know,
Good
blue.
buddy of mine,
So it would pop
main
a little
producer
bit more.
here of the show.
So that's why it looks a little
Mike
different. It's not as dull. It's got some more
passed
silver
away
in
last
it.
night in his
Yeah, we had
hotel.
to put that in it.
It hits
Yeah.
me really hard. Last week, I showed him pictures of the car. He was so anxious to see it in person. On the way over here,
Thanks for coming by,
he's
bro.
texting me
Appreciate
that
it.
he can't wait to see the car in
Thanks,
person,
man.
and he can't wait to see me driving. And I got the worst news this morning. So we dedicate this race to Mike. I'm gonna have a sticker made, and I hope he'll be looking down on me and ride with me.
Yeah, we'll probably end it there because it's very emotional to us. It's emotional to him especially. It's emotional to me too. We've been doing a lot of stuff with Mike. He's always been an HPP fan. We just finished filming, you know, Street Warriors with him. This guy's a badass, and he's always been with us. And it's kind of, I know, Manny, we were supposed to reveal this at about 2 or 3 o'clock. It was a hard set deal. We sat in our truck with Farm Truck, you know, when Farm Truck came by. Farm Truck, us and him, we were sitting in the truck, and we were kind of, you know, it's just a saddening situation. So it's not a way to end the video. It's not a way to end the stuff. I know it is, but we also got to pay tribute for him because
I
Mike.
dedicated to him, and I hope he's looking down on me, and I hope he'll be riding with me this weekend.
I'm sure Mike is watching the car from heaven.
I hope he does, man.
Man, he loved this show. He did everything he could to make the show the best he can.
Yeah,
He cared so much. He cared about all the racers.
he did.
I feel like he loved me and he wanted to see me do good, but I know he did that for a lot of everybody else too. You know, he just loved the show. He loved the racers. He wanted it to be the best he could.
And he was excited about this car coming out. He knew about the car. He knew it was coming out.
It's bullshit that the
It's-
good ones
yeah.
go too soon, man.
Sometimes, you know, God takes care of stuff how it goes, man. Sometimes we can't control it, but it just sucks because he was so excited about being out here and seeing how the car was going to run, and it's pretty depressing. I hate to end the video on that note.
But
It sucks.
we're here for Mike.
We are.
We're gonna do his great work. It ain't going in vain. We're continuing the racing. We're gonna show the fans a good show. You guys are performing.
He wanted me to do good, man.
Yeah,
So
no,
I got to do it for him, if
So,
nothing else.
Yeah. Way better. Or I'm going to talk shit at the hotel about it. So, nah, we're going to go out there and do the best we can for him. And I hope, you know, rest in peace. We love Mike. And it's just a real sad situation. That's why we took long to come on this Facebook. You know, we were supposed to reveal the car too. I know some of you guys are like, it was supposed to be done between 2 and 3, but we needed to kind of regroup. We needed to kind of feel like, you know,
Human.
a little bit. You know, it still hurts. We're trying to get by this video. We're trying to get by all the stuff, but
If nothing else, we should put on the trans brake or something right now.
you
So
want to put it on trans brake?
let's do
Because
it.
that might be the last time you cut a good tree.
Yeah. Make some fire. A good fire.
Hopefully a good fire.
Yeah,
So we'll do it for Mike.
So it's gonna have to run for a second to get a little temperature.
Yeah, he's gonna start it. Well, we hope it starts. Come on, bro. It won't even start. Back it in. Why don't you back it in so we can put the front cover on it?
I will in a second.
Amazing, guys. Congratulations. And we can't wait to see it.
Still spinning.
Make sure you follow HPP and all their social media. I know already this car's going to be a contender. Be on the lookout for Ozzie and Manny and all the HPP crew guys.
Hell yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thanks
man.
for
I
logging
appreciate
in. On Facebook Live, if they have any questions, Brad, if you want to run through some questions, if anybody, I don't know if anybody's been asking questions, but maybe give a couple minutes where people ask questions and we'll answer them about the new car.
And we'll put some runs up anyway. So once we start testing, we do some grudge matches, we do some stuff. We got a new YouTube guy. He's been doing a badass job getting the videos up. So we'll put videos of just not only the car, but we'll put on what's going on this weekend. He's going to take care of it. He's going to show, you know, from Ryan Martin to Kai Kelly to whoever. He's going to show
Be
everybody.
checking
running.
on YouTube for videos because
So
there's
check
going to be
it
a lot
out.
of good ones coming.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. Sorry it wasn't such a long video, but we have a lot of stuff going on and we kind of getting to the end and we kind of feel a little bit saddened about the situation, everything that's going on. So I hope you guys understand and we'll see you next time.